see if we can get something.
Oopsie.
Cord is not good. I need a little bit space.
Okay, there we go. That should be. Oh.
We're live. Nobody on yet.
There we go.
Okay, one person is on. Ashley, I have to read here because my phone needs to be plugged in back here for comments.
I have my other phone.
Okay, get your other phone. I'm just waiting a little bit until more people hop on. Hi. I'm just giving it a little bit until more people hop on. That no people can say that I missed it. Sorry that I'm late today a little bit. I tried to make the tutorial at 6. Then I was just about to put everything up on my front work area. And then my spray adhesive bottle fell and it broke. And I tried it out and it would not spray anymore. So my best solution was just run fast to Walmart and get me a new one. Did I got my what? Ashley has to read the comments because I don't have my reading glasses on. And without reading glasses so small, I just cannot read it. So Ashley's getting her her other phone, and then she can read the comments so that I can answer you guys. Ashley, I think somebody asked already a question, and we have 24. Okay.
Did you get your adhesive?
Yes.
Sarah asked if we got our adhesive.
I got the adhesive.
Well, actually, I got it. But
she got it. But I couldn't store it without it, or because I did not know by what time she would come back. I just stayed back.
Literally sprint through Walmart. Oh, and it's super busy right now, so I had to park all the way in the back.
Yeah, so how many people are on? 28?
It shows me 28.
28? Should we wait a little bit longer, or should we start?
Longer, honestly. I think more than 28 people said that they were going to watch. So we should wait a little bit longer.
I see the Kirsten is on and Dana is on.
Hi, Miss Dana.
Hi, Miss Dana. You were my lifesaver today. I have to shout out to Kirsten and to Dana. I had a very, very, very stressful day today. Personal reasons, and how you say, my lifesavers today was Kirsten and Dana, especially Dana, which one calmed me down and explained me things. And so if during the live tutorial, if I'm getting a phone call, Ashley will take over. I have to take that phone call. It's very important. And I did not know when I did not know that I would get a phone call today at 6 or after 6. Yesterday when I set up the time for the tutorial. And I cannot do it later because it's just a scheduling thing. So let's see, do we want to start? What do you want, Ashley?
Yeah, we can start.
Okay, we do today the tutorial for the glitter sweater tumbler. And excuse my fingernails because when I broke the spray can, I thought at first maybe it was clogged up. So with my nail polish, I just grabbed the acetone, tried to clean the spray bottle, and of course I ruined my fingernails with it. So we're doing the glitter 3D sweater tumbler. And if you see on one side, I don't know if you can see, I made it matte or semi-matte where you don't see the shine, and the other side is still shiny. That's up to you, you know, if you like the shiny one or a more matte finish. And I tell you how you can mattify it. I didn't want to have it completely matte. I wanted to have a little bit glitter, still sparkle, but me personally, I like, that was a little bit too shiny for me, so I kind of like the medium matte finish. And that's very easy to do. Okay, all what you need is you need your tumbler, and I use right now a straight tumbler, but you could put it on any tumbler. You just have to adjust how you apply your, is it called braids? How is it called in knitting?
Your knit pattern?
Your knit pattern, your braids, your...
Who
is a knitter? what is it called? These things, you design. You just, you know, if it's tapered, you just have to adjust your design. I just take a Skinny Tumbler and it's just easier. But you can put it on other tumblers as well. The other thing is you will need Silly or a self-adhesive craft foam, EVA foam. You will need for your cutting machine a deep cutting blade. I spent on Saturday. Huh?
It's called a cable.
What is a cable?
A cable.
Oh, it's a knit thing. Oh, Ashley, you lose me off track. Don't.
Sorry.
What was I saying? I was with the tutorial.
Yeah, you were
and
talking about what kind of foam you needed, right?
Oh, you need a deep cutting blade for your cutting machine. I tried on Saturday with, I think I spent hours over hours what's the best way to cut that foam, because to cut foam, self-adhesive foam with your cutting machines, I have here a whole sheet where I just have the pattern, and we will have the pattern in the store for 99 cents for sale if you don't want to create your own SVG. Or if you have an order over $15, just put us a note on your order, and then we will email it to you for free. But it took Ashley quite a while from work time to create the pattern, to make everything a SVG to create it. So we have it in the store for sale for 99 cents. Or if you have an order for $15, over $15, just put us a note, then Ashley can email you the free SVG. So you need your Silly Wings, you will need spray adhesive, your glitter, epoxy, and if you want it, make it matte, you can take a nail buffer, or you can take a Barkeeper's Friend. So after we have Ashley created the pattern, which one is, it's here, this, I don't know, this, what is a line? What was it called again?
They called it a cable.
A cable. This cable is kind of almost like S's in connecting, then the dots, and then here, I call them deer feet. The deer feet. And you kind of apply them really randomly how they fit. I just went all around and just applied them randomly.
We have the Explorer Air 2.
We have the Explorer Air 2, and we have the Brother Scanning Cut. And on Saturday I was trying it with Brother Scanning Cut DX, and it drove me crazy, because there is literally thousands of possibilities how deep I have to cut it. And the problem was all the time that it would tear the foam. And with the Cricut, it tried to do it in one cut with a Brother Scanning Cut, and it either started to tear the foam, or it didn't cut deep enough. With Cricut Explorer Air, we found out if we take a deep cutting blade, it takes 4 passes to go through. What was the setting on the Cricut?
It's originally, I'm pretty sure originally it's like 160 or something, and I bumped it up to 200.
And so that worked for us with a fairly new deep cutting blade, because, you know, it's like how dull your blade is. And I checked on Amazon, you can get a whole bunch of brand names for the Cricut deep cutting blades. I think for $20 for $10 or $30 for $10. If you don't want to spend $20 what's the Cricut brand. And I mean, we are fine with the off-brand deep cutting blades. So after you cut your design, and we can show you what kind of designs I used. It's kind of hard to say. I showed you there. After you cut it, you just take your prep tumbler, and I have that one. And Ashley, can you put it now so that I see it a little bit better? I just put the foams there. So we have this. We got another. You can use any tool what you prefer. For me, office paper clip. band was for me the best tool. It worked better than any weeding tools that I own. That worked the best for me. And so I will just, we made lines in between so I can easily tear it. And even with the Cricut, it will not cut it. I could not find any setting which one would cut the foam exactly 100% through. You will have to tear it a little bit, but it's not really bad.
When you glitter it, you don't see it.
When you glitter, you will not see it. So after, now it's kind of hard, what you do is you take your line, you have the lines. Oh, actually I need scissors.
There are scissors.
And I just see that I apply it straight down. Now another thing, don't make that mistake that you press that down. If you press that down, you will never can never separate it. You can never weed it anymore. So just lightly place it. And I need more light, Ashley, because I don't see anything.
Let me bring over the light a little bit closer.
And then I just take the pin, and I hope you can see it, and then I start to tear. I hold the design, and then I start to tear left and right.
Do you see now a little bit more?
Yeah, just that I see what I'm doing. And I hold that down. That one sticks, but the other one not. Then I press it down again. That was kind of tricky to get it. And I thought how to cut it or to weed it off and put it with transfer paper on, but I could not weed it when the transfer paper was on. So there was another technical difficulty. But you know, that actually worked pretty good. So I hold it with a safety pin. Can you guys see? Or with an office clip. I hold it on the top down. Then I start to tear. Then I press it down a little bit. And then I start to just tear the excess off. And if you would have pushed that down, you would not get the foam off anymore. The
file will be up tomorrow. It will be up tomorrow. And yeah, it's just going to be an instant, the instant download SVG.
So I press it down. I hold it down. It takes a little bit. You need to take your time with it. What I found too, sometimes when you pull it, it gets a little bit out of it. But you know, it's a knit tumbler. So if you want to adjust it a little bit by hand, I did that on tumblers too. And it actually gives it charm because it looks like real knitted, you know. It's not perfect if it's hand knitted. So I just keep going, press it down. The problem was with the weeding tools that sometimes I kind of punctured the foam. So my safety pin really, my office clip, which one Paperclip. I wish I would have had a little bit more light and not overexpose the video. So I just hold it down and then I keep tearing. And later on, when I'm done with that row, with that, what was it like? It's a knitting, what was it called again?
A cable.
A cable. I cannot remember. I can knit, but I don't know what the English word for it is.
I made the SVG like a little bit larger, just so that you have like a little bit of space on top and bottom to cut it. So that's how it's gonna go. That's how the SVG is gonna be tomorrow. You guys can always like size it and resize it depending on what tumbler you guys are using.
Now I let you in on a secret. My first tumbler is a great idea. I wanted to make a knit tumbler, but my first tumbler, my first try, actually looked like a core tire. So if you want to make a main tumbler and just get a different SVG with a tire pattern, and you want to have a 3D tire pattern, and if you make it a little bit larger, if you don't glitter it, if you just spray painted it, it will look like a core tire. That was my first try, where I said, oh, I successfully created a core tire instead of a knit tumbler.
Yeah, that's when we made the cables too thick.
we made them too big and too thick, and it started to definitely, we have the tumbler, I think we still have the glass back in the, I have some try classes, you know, where I try things out if I have an idea, you know, how can I do things. So I was just playing around with it until I figured out, you know, what to do, how to do it. And one thing is, if you make your cables too big, it will look like a car tire, which one is a really cool idea. If I would have had so, that one gives me difficulties to come out. I have to press it a little bit better down.
I mean, ignore the fact that it's purple, but...
Oh. So, that was my first try on a glass, and I made the cables too big. You know, I put them, that was my first try with that idea. It really, if you just look at that, it reminded me of a car tire. And if you would just apply the foam, spray paint it, and put a thin coat of epoxy on it, it would look like a car tire in black, definitely. I would not make it matte, because it, yeah, you could make it matte.
You could if you wanted.
Yeah, you could make it matte, but yeah, that reminded me. I was kind of laughing when I was trying it out, and I say, oh, I did not make a sweater tumbler, I made a tire tumbler. That was my first try. So, not everything what I create or when I have an idea works out on the first time. You just have to play around until it works. Okay, after I did that row, I saved the other one. You know, there's a little bit of that row over. I save it so that I can actually use it on another row. Now I have the scissors, so what I found out best is if you just take the top, I hold the scissors and I trim it a little bit. I tried it with an X-Acto knife. X-Acto knife did not really work out neither. So scissors worked better. And I go here and I make that a little bit shorter too, because I don't want that the foam sticks out. So that's my first cable. I remembered. Then I have on that SVG, I just have a line, which one I just will tear like that. Tell you another mistake what I made on my first tries. So when you apply it, do not, I know it's stretchy, do not apply it and stretch it. The foam will kind of, after a while, it will be too short afterwards. You really have to loosely lay it on, and I lay it on here to make a straight line. Just make sure that I really didn't stretch it and I have it straight. Got it on the top. I cut it on the bottom. Is there any questions?
Samantha was wondering if you could do the pattern with clay. So we purposely do not choose to use clay because the foam is thinner and we didn't want it to be clunky.
I didn't want to, I mean, one lady said, yeah, it's like there is something where you just...
You're not showing them.
Oh. If you kind of wrap the tumbler in clay and kind of press it in, you could do it too, but that would add with the epoxy, it would be not a skinny tumbler, it would add so much, you know.
It would be heavier.
And it would be heavier. And if you would do, let's say, a 30 ounce or something, a regular style, or it would look almost with also clay on it, and glitter and epoxy, it would start to look like, how they say it, a bowling ball. So here I have to adjust that again. Now, after I have it in position, now you have to press it down. Here, I don't like, where's my office clip here? Yeah, I don't like how one of the S's looks a little bit when I tore it, so I just lift it up a little bit, and you can play around until you like how it looks. I just want to have it a little bit more curvy. So I lift it up and just curve it slightly. So after I have that row, let's see what else I have here. We do a row of deer feet. I call them deer feet. another thing, when you lay your next one next, do not overlay it over your striped. You will, it will tear again. So leave a little bit in between. And that's the bottom. So that's the top, so I have to turn it around. When you have the deer feet pattern, I kind of see that I don't have to cut it, the design. So I kind of place it at the top of these 2 feet are here. And the bottom like that. You can, you know, that I don't have to cut it short as a foam. Do not press it down. It's such a habit to just glue something and press it down. Do not press it down. That was kind of my...
Yeah, you don't want it super pressed down because you're going to lift most of it.
You will be not able to lift it. You will have little, I can show you later on because it is just a practice one. You can remove it with acetone or alcohol, you know, but you actually have then foam knobbies on it. So don't press it. It is easier if I actually have it like that. And I normally have it in my lap and I just do it.
It's a little bit harder to do it on camera.
It's harder to do it in that position. But I just hold it on the top down, flat with a office pin.
Samantha, light colors are definitely better because you're going to be spray painting over it, whatever color. We preferred white, but unfortunately white was out of stock at our Hobby Lobby. So we chose the next best, which was yellow. It
is out of stock because I had so many
fails with
figuring out the setting, and I tore up with. I really tried to. I could not get it to go with a browser scanning card, and I'm in the browser scanning card group, and I wanted to make it easy. I wanted to give you the settings, and nobody could help me see neither, and it drove me crazy. And then I just switched over to the Cricut, and with the Cricut it works. And I'm pretty sure that it is not the machine. It's me because the browser scanning card is fairly new. We have it. We are just not familiar with the machine. We just purchased it, and so it's us not knowing what we do with that machine. It's so different from the Cricut.
Yes, Sandra Lugo. Right now we're using it's what is it called?
Which one?
The foam.
It's Craft Silly. That one is a Silly Wink brand. You can get it at any Hobby Lobby. But I saw that they have it actually if you want to have a lot of sheets on Amazon. You can purchase self-adhesive craft foam, EVA foam on Amazon, or you just go.
That's the word I was looking for.
It is self-adhesive on one side. And as I say, you just push it down, and it is a little bit because it would not cut 100% through just to the backing. If anybody finds the perfect setting and just can put it on transfer tape and put it over, but it would be great. But, you know, I spent literally, I think, 2 afternoons on it just to try, and I just say, you know what, it works how I did the first one. You just have to hold it. And even when I watched videos, a lot of them, you know, you still, I didn't see one YouTube video where it cut it as a self-adhesive foam perfectly. So you do it, everybody had to kind of a little bit tear it. At least on the browser scanning card tutorials, or what I found on YouTube.
It like cuts like literally like 90% all the way through.
98%, but there's a little bit which one you have to tear. And you hold it down, carefully pull it.